On a quiet October night in 2017, astronomers detected something unlike anything the world had ever seen before. A strange visitor drifted into our solar system, an object tumbling through the dark void, moving far too fast, shaped too strangely, and following a path that made no sense. They named it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning scout, or messenger from afar. It was the first confirmed interstellar object ever detected passing through our neighborhood of space. But what captured the world's attention wasn't just its rarity. It was the way it behaved. For weeks, telescopes across the globe focused on this mysterious object, and scientists wrestled with questions they couldn't answer. Was it a rock? A comet? A probe? Or something far beyond our imagination? Then, almost as suddenly as it arrived, it slipped back into the infinite black of interstellar space. To most, it was gone forever, a fleeting enigma. Now, years later, something no one thought possible has happened. Oumuamua has returned. But this time, it hasn't come back alone. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson has issued a statement that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Not only has Oumuamua reappeared, but instruments tracking it have revealed multiple objects traveling alongside it, objects behaving in ways no natural body ever has. They are not drifting debris. They are not random fragments. They are organized, moving with an eerie, almost mechanical precision. Their presence challenges everything we thought we understood about motion, gravity, and the very fabric of space itself. When Oumuamua first passed through our solar system, it was already a puzzle that defied classification. Unlike a comet, it had no visible tail of evaporating ice. Unlike an asteroid, it didn't tumble predictably. Instead, its elongated, cigar-like body spun erratically, and more bafflingly, it accelerated as it moved away from the sun. That should have been impossible. Objects leaving the sun's gravity well are expected to decelerate, not speed up. Scientists offered explanations. Perhaps hidden outgassing pushed it forward, or maybe solar radiation pressure nudged it along. Yet none of those models truly fit the data. In the end, the object slipped from view, leaving behind only questions. Most believed that was the end of its story. But now, defying every expectation, it has returned, on a path that no gravitational model can explain. And what's worse, it is accompanied by a constellation of similar objects, each one moving with chilling synchronicity. Global observatories turned their eyes to the sky, tracking the formation with every instrument available. What they found was as mesmerizing as it was disturbing. The companions did not drift like shattered rocks. They hovered. They pulsed. They moved in spirals, forming patterns too precise to be accidents. Some orbited Oumuamua directly, while others strayed outward before snapping back into position, as though obeying unseen instructions. Their movements weren't chaotic, they were coordinated, like dancers in a cosmic ballet. Simulations run by advanced supercomputers broke down in confusion. Gravity alone cannot create such formations. In a natural system, random forces would scatter the objects. They would drift unpredictably. Yet these companions adjusted themselves with surgical accuracy, maintaining symmetry that hinted at intelligence. Their harmony suggested not chance, but design. And then came the moment that changed everything. One of the companions broke formation. But it didn't do so chaotically. It hovered, suspended for hours before making a decision. With no plume, no engine, no propulsion, it accelerated smoothly and cleanly away from the group. Its trajectory ignored Saturn's massive gravitational pull, slipped past the solar current sheet, and aimed directly at the outer boundary of the solar system, the heliopause. It moved as though it had chosen to go there. For the first time, scientists realized they were not just observing objects. They were observing initiative. Autonomy. Possibly intelligence. Neil deGrasse Tyson, long known for tempering speculation with reason, is now urging the world to pay attention. He has not claimed these are alien probes, but he admits openly, this is not normal. No known natural force can explain why Oumuamua has returned. No known physics can account for the motion of its companions. And no known purpose explains the sheer geometric beauty of their paths. Their silence, Tyson noted, may be the loudest signal of all. They do not respond to our signals. They do not move toward Earth. But they watch. They map. They adjust. Perhaps they calibrate. And so the question remains, why now? As scientists debated, a new discovery emerged from an unexpected field: archaeoastronomy. Researchers began comparing the strange formations of these objects with ancient stellar charts, cave etchings, and glyphs spanning civilizations separated by oceans and millennia: Sumerians, Indian cultures, Siberian shamans. What they found was chilling. Repeated depictions of elongated shapes surrounded by smaller bodies, arranged in patterns eerily similar to the alignments of Oumuamua's companions. At first, these similarities were dismissed as coincidence. But algorithms confirmed otherwise. The patterns carved in ancient stone mirrored the trajectories unfolding in our sky with unsettling accuracy. Could it be that these objects have visited before? Could they have been watching us across centuries? If so, are we witnessing the return of something foretold, not in prophecy, but in orbital mechanics older than our civilizations? This revelation has forced an unlikely collaboration between astrophysicists and anthropologists. Together, they are beginning to suspect that Oumuamua is not a lone scout, but part of something far larger. Perhaps it is not a messenger at all, but a librarian, a vessel carrying records, quietly observing civilizations as we rise and fall beneath the stars. And still, the silence is deafening. These companions emit no signals. No radio waves. No electromagnetic chatter. Nothing we recognize as communication. Instead, their surfaces bend light unnaturally, reflecting in ways inconsistent with any natural mineral composition. Some seem to absorb light entirely, while others refract it into thin, deliberate bands, as if cloaked in exotic materials engineered for stealth. Scientists have sent countless transmissions into the void: prime numbers, molecular structures, mathematical constants. Messages designed to show intelligence. The response has been the same every time: nothing. And yet, the objects do communicate, with each other. Their synchronized movements reveal a constant exchange, but through a medium invisible to us. Quantum entanglement? Gravitational harmonics? Or something that renders our very concept of signal meaningless? One fact becomes increasingly clear. They are not beyond our reach. They are beyond our comprehension. Perhaps the most unsettling truth of all is that these objects are not heading toward Earth. Their trajectories center on the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, worlds with immense magnetic fields. To some, this is comforting. If they meant to approach Earth, they would have by now. To others, it's far more disturbing. Because their avoidance may mean we are either irrelevant or already catalogued. Some theorists now suggest these objects are auditors. They are not here to discover, but to confirm. Not to observe, but to validate. As if our solar system is one point in a vast galactic network, a system monitored and maintained for reasons beyond our understanding. And then came a revelation that pushed science into the realm of science fiction. One companion performed a maneuver no human spacecraft could ever dream of. It accelerated sharply through the outer solar system, ignoring inertia and the normal laws of motion. The data suggests it did not travel through space, it moved space itself. Physicists now entertain radical possibilities: warp fields, negative energy densities, the bending of local geometry. Concepts once confined to theoretical equations and science fiction novels are now discussed in serious scientific journals. If this technology is real, then interstellar travel is not just possible, it is already happening. And that leaves humanity with one haunting question: if they can come and go at will, what happens if they choose to stay? Oumuamua came in 2017 as a mystery and left as a riddle. Now it has returned as the centerpiece of a silent fleet. They have not spoken. They have not signaled. They have not knocked on Earth's door. But in their silence, they have changed everything. For centuries, humanity has looked at the stars and asked, "Are we alone?" But perhaps the stars have already answered. Perhaps they have been watching all along. The synchronized motion. The silence. The precision. These objects are not random. They are intentional. Whether they are probes, auditors, relics, or something we cannot yet conceive, they are here. They are aware. And they are waiting. As Neil deGrasse Tyson put it, this isn't about fear. It's about recognition. About realizing that the cosmos is not empty, it is structured, active, and possibly inhabited. And maybe, just maybe, we've been part of something far bigger all along. Maybe the universe has always been speaking. Maybe we are only now beginning to hear it. So, what do you think? Is Oumuamua a message or a messenger? Comment below with your thoughts, and keep your eyes on the sky. Because whatever these things are, they are finally looking back.